Breaking news, the Tennessee Titans have officially fired Mike Vrabel in a move that no one saw coming. And I got to be honest, I'm kind of frustrated. Let's talk about it here on Titans Today. So 6 seasons Mike Vrabel has been with the Tennessee Titans. Now he is gone. We're discussing everything, the ins, the outs, what exactly happened, and all the news right here on Titans Today. I'm your host, Jay Sanders, and let's first get to the official report coming from Adam Schefter, getting it to us saying, Titans fired head coach Mike Vrabel per sources. Vrabel led Tennessee to 4 consecutive winning seasons after arriving in 2018, but the Titans have experienced back-to-back frustrating seasons, finishing multiple games under 500 both times. And while, yes, Mike Vrabel the past 2 seasons have been struggling seasons, I will admit that full-heartedly right here. But here's the problem. He still was second in the AFC South last year. He was third his first year. He was second in 2019, and he had back-to-back division winners in the AFC South. This guy has been a good coach with this team for a long time, and I got to be honest, I just don't know what to make of this. It just seems like a stupid move, and I'm trying to stay calm here because it just makes no sense why the Titans would do this. I understand Mike Vrabel is struggling right now. I understand there's some power struggles, but at the same time, this just doesn't make sense in a pivotal offseason. Speaking of pivotal offseason, Derrick Henry, free agent. Well, Diana Rossini, somebody who was very tight-knit with the Titans organization, spoke with Derrick Henry over the phone about Mike Vrabel. Here's what he said. Wow, I'm shocked. Coach Vrabel is a leader of men. He is a great coach and teacher. I know he will get an opportunity right away, and I look forward to it. He will. This guy, Mike Vrabel, is going to be a Tier 1 coach somewhere else within the next 24 days. I would say that. This guy is a guy that is going to be coveted by the NFL, and he is going to be wanted in every other place. And Tennessee let him go for nothing. Here's the problem I have. You can fire him, that's one. You also talked about trading him. And you didn't. You had nothing for him. You literally got nothing for Mike Vrabel. You fired him. This makes zero sense. I don't understand the move. I understand that there's been 2 struggling seasons. But do you realize that he has had Marcus Mariota, Ryan Tannehill, and Will Levis as his 3 quarterbacks and has a above 500 record? It just is a baffling move right here. And there's a lot to kind of talk because, honestly, there was rumors talking about this. There was rumors saying that this would possibly happen. And it's just crazy. What's your one-word reaction to Mike Vrabel being fired today? Because I have to ask Titans fans, do you feel the same frustration as I do? Or maybe you wanted this. Maybe this is exactly what you wanted. You wanted Mike Vrabel to be gone. You didn't like what was happening. Well, give me a one-word reaction to Mike Vrabel being fired in the comments of today's video. That's just crazy. My one word, disaster. This organization is going in the right way. You have Mike Vrabel. You had a good draft class last year with Rand Carthen and Mike Vrabel combining on him. Now this year, you have the number 7 overall pick. You have over $80 million in cap space to go spend. And what do? You fire the head coach that got you to a bunch of winning seasons. A guy who got here and had 4 straight winning seasons. I just am baffled in a lot of senses because at the same time, he has been a lot of things that these players have liked, that this organization has said they like. And what's funny is this organization, not even a month ago, was talking about how much they liked Mike Vrabel and how they wanted him to be here long term. And now he's gone and you didn't trade him. My thing is, I understand. If you don't want him, that's fine. Trade him. Get value. You can trade him to so many organizations and you did not even try. It's 2 days after the season and you already fired him. You didn't give any thought to trading him. You didn't ask anybody about trading him. It just is a baffling thing that I don't understand. Now again, the rumors were swirling. This could have happened. And the relationship between Mike Vrabel and the ownership of the Titans and Rand Carthen may have been a little, let's say, situational ship-wise. Well, this was quotes we talked about yesterday. This coming from Dan Grazzino. He had part of it, saying there are people who speculate that Vrabel could at some point want to try it somewhere else. If the New England job does come open, a lot of people are going to want to connect Vrabel with that job. That was one report we had. We also had Jason La Canfora saying, I keep hearing Vrabel and GM Rand Carthen are not a match. This looks like a rebuilding team, and Vrabel would have trade value. Trade value. Rival officials believe the Bears and Patriots would covet Vrabel. This guy is going to be a tier 1 head coach, and Adam Schefter is the first one to say it. He is a tier 1 candidate for head coaching jobs in the NFL, and you fired him. You fired him. This makes no sense by the organization. This makes no sense by the Titans front office, and I have to be honest, this sends the Titans in a horrible direction that I don't know what they're doing. I truly don't. It just is, what is the goal here? What is the goal? You now have to have a stellar offseason while also finding a coach. I understand Vrabel wanted some control. I understand that you didn't like that he wanted to have this control. He wanted to be a part of all this. But at the same time, he has earned that respect. 4 straight winning seasons. I understand the past 2 have been bad, but he's had Ryan Tannehill, who isn't good, and he made him look good, and a rookie Will Levis, who has been in and out of injury, and y'all forced to have Ryan Tannehill before that because you didn't cut him. You didn't cut Tannehill. And now he's gone. Who do you want to be the next head coach of the Tennessee Titans? Is there someone you're looking at thinking, maybe I want him? Maybe that's the guy that will replace Mike Vrabel. But I have to be honest. There's not a lot of guys that can replace Mike Vrabel. Not just the coaching mind he is. Not just the way he understands the team, but the actual person of Mike Vrabel. The guy who was coveted by his teammates. Will Levis spoke the praise of Mike Vrabel. Derrick Henry spoke the praise of Mike Vrabel. DeAndre Hopkins spoke the praise of Mike Vrabel. And you fired him. I got to be honest, the front office may have just lost the team. And I don't know what to say. Who do you want to be the next head coach? Let me know in the comments. Now, before we do move on the show today, the Titans still do have the number 7 overall pick. They have a ton of money and cap space. And I'm telling you, if you want to get your Titans merch, I know it's not exactly the greatest situation right now, but hey, I'm telling you, they're not going to be cheaper than they are right now. And they got a special deal. You got this hat and shirt combo. Usually $50. You can get it for less than $40. 25% off by using the little link we're going to have in the description of this video. Go down there, click it. You're going to get 25% off. I'm telling you, it's a good deal. $50 usually. You're going to get for less than $40. And listen, I know I'm frustrated. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that are frustrated as well. But at the same time, you got to keep supporting your team. And heck, if you want to wear this on draft night or a number 7 pick, or heck, if you want to get it and throw it away, freaking do that. Make a video saying how frustrated you are with the Titans organization. Either way, you can get 25% off. So go to that link in the description. Click on that. You're going to get that 25% off. Usually $50, now less than $40 for this hat. And I will say, I like the baby blue t-shirt. So it's still pretty cool. So go down there and click that link. You'll get that 25% off. Here's the thing that is intriguing to me. This was a report from Diana Rossini on Callan Cowherd's show, The Herd, just a month ago. And when I talked about Diana Rossini is somebody who knows what is going on in the Titans organization. She said, based on multiple conversations with high-ranking Titans officials, the franchise strongly and collectively believes it has the right coach for long-term success. Big change, I guess, because that wasn't what happened. That was a month ago, that was said. A month ago that this organization wanted Mike Vrabel. In my mind, I talked about it yesterday. I did. I said, in my mind, the organization wants Mike Vrabel, but I don't know if Mike Vrabel wants the organization. The organization said, no, we don't want you either. We did get a statement from the Titans owner, Amy Adams, saying, as I continued to assess the state of our team, I arrived at the conclusion that the team would also benefit from the fresh approach and perspective of a new coaching staff. All right, Amy. No, this is a huge mistake. Mike Vrabel has had a tough 2 years, but that does not warrant him at all getting fired. And I'm telling you right now, I think the Titans will regret this. Amy Adams may have just made the biggest mistake in franchise history. I just don't get it. This move, I keep racking it through my brain thinking, well, maybe there was some divide. Maybe there was something going on. But at the same time, Mike Vrabel has earned the respect in this league, and you didn't give it to him. You didn't even trade him. That's the most baffling thing. There are multiple teams that would have given you a first-round pick for Mike Vrabel, and yet guess what? You didn't even try. In fact, I know 2 teams who would be willing to give you a first-round pick, who would covet Mike Vrabel. The Patriots, the Bears, they've loved Mike Vrabel. They've talked about it. I'm telling you, it's going to be a huge mistake. Where will Mike Vrabel go next? Do you think he'll go to the Patriots, or do you think he'll go to the Bears? Type P for Patriots, type B for Bears. If you got another option, I'd love to hear it. Go put it in the comment section down below and let me know what exactly you would like to see Vrabel go to. Heck, maybe he'll go prove Amy Adams wrong herself right there, because, oh my gosh, I just can't believe it. But where will Vrabel go next? Type P for Patriots, type B for Bears. Next is next. Unfortunately, Mike Vrabel is now officially gone. You got to start looking at replacement options. Now, there are some good replacement options, and from what I think this move means, given Mike Vrabel was a defensive-minded coach, given the offense struggled this year, I have to think the Titans will go with an offensive-minded coach, which is why you have 3 of the 4 guys on this list as OCs. Ben Johnson, the Lions OC, is going to be the most coveted guy in the league once the Lions are eliminated from the playoffs. There's already been multiple requests to interview him for a head coach. Eric Bieniemy, the Commanders OC, also a guy who has been coveted as a head coach candidate. He is also going to be a guy that I could potentially see the Titans looking at. Mike McDonald, the Ravens defensive guy. If you want to stick with a defensive type style head coach, well, McDonald's the one, but you have to act fast because he's getting interviews from a lot of places, including the Panthers. The Chargers have talked about it. So a couple other teams that are now in the race for a head coach. Now the Titans enter that race. And then Bobby Slowick, the Texans OC, who has turned that offense into an absolute amazing thing in just a couple years, or excuse me, the 1 year with C.J. Stroud here and Tank Dell. I mean, they were bad last year. They were the worst team in the NFL, second worst team, and yet their team is in the playoffs this year. So he's going to be coveted as well with that Texans OC job. And we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have a full video talking about some replacement options. Ben Johnson, Bieniemy, McDonald, Slowick, just kind of a little more in-depth detail over the next coming days. But for now, these are the early lists that I like to see in the replacement options. I just don't understand the decision. I'm going to digress here and just kind of, I've sat here and I've been frustrated, but I just, at the end of the day, where are you going with this move? I'm struggling to find what the Titans are trying to do, because it's one thing to fire Mike Vrabel to move on. That's already wrong. But you didn't try to trade him. You didn't trade him. You didn't get any value for this. You just fired him. That's the second problem. I don't know where this organization is going. Yeah, I understand. We want a new head coach. We want that. You have a rookie quarterback that Vrabel was basically maturing every single day that it was going to be back next year. And now you have to put him with a new head coach, with a new system, with hopefully a new offensive line. Amy, I don't get it. I don't get it. I will say we appreciate you watching. If you made it to the end of the video and you want to keep supporting the Titans channel here on the Titans Today, we appreciate it. We're talking about Titans news. We'll give you that replacement candidates. We're going to give you a mock draft later this week. We got a lot of stuff coming your way. It's not just the end of the line, but man, I can't believe it. That's all I can say. But still, as always, tighten up. Peace out.